Obviously, you know my name. I'm Jijo Klake, Adventures of a Ghanaian Girl. And today's adventure is a story from my childhood. And I was reminded of the story this morning because I woke up and I was doing jumping jacks. And if you know me, you know I have fairly decent sized boobs. So to do a jumping jack or to do jumping jacks, I need a very good sports bra, right? So this morning I was doing jumping jacks and I was reminded of the story because when I was growing up, when my boobs started to come in, they came in like full force. Honestly, I think my first bra was a C cup, just to give you an idea of how big my boobs were when they first came in. Okay, so my mom realizing that, I was developing pretty fast. I think this might have been in like class 5 or class 6. She gave me one of these. Now, okay, probably, I'm sure this might be used like all over the world or all over the African continent, but I am a Ghanaian, and I am an Ewe. In Ewe, we call this Akple Dati. And we use it to cook, actually. In Chui, they call it Banku Ta, I think. Okay, I'll insert a video in here so that you see me using it to cook. But it's essentially something that we use to cook. So my mom realizing that I was developing very big breasts very rapidly, she gave me one of this, and she said that I should go ahead and use it to hit my boobs in a circular motion. And what this is supposed to do is to stop it from growing any further. Okay, so now if you know me, if you give me something to do and I want to do it, I will do it exceptionally well. So I went to town with this. Every morning when I wake up, I'll go ahead and beat on my breast. And I mean, the women watching this know that as a woman, when your breasts are growing, it's actually a bit painful. Like when the lump is forming in there, it's actually a bit painful. So imagine me using this to hit on that. That is essentially what I was doing every morning. And I did this for months. And this was supposed to reduce the size of my boobs. Now, today, when I was doing the jumping jacks, I thought about it because I was wondering, did this really work? Okay, so assuming I hadn't done this, would my breasts have been bigger? Or are my breasts smaller because I did this? Or are my breasts really just the size that they were supposed to be? In all honesty, I don't think it worked. I just put myself through a lot of pain and torture, because it was painful. I was really doing it. I did it a lot. It was really painful. But anyway, so thinking about it, I was wondering, do you guys have any traditions that you did as a child, or even now, that you really can think about it and you wonder what the sense is behind it, or if it actually achieves the aim for which it is being done? So one of my colleagues was telling me that there's a trick, right, where you sit on buckets as a young lady and it's supposed to, give you a bigger ass. I guess my mom didn't know about that trick. That trick would have really helped me. She only knew about this breast trick. And, well, look where I am now. It's even possible this thing made my boobs bigger. I'm tempted to think that. But yeah, so I was just wondering, this morning, I was doing the jumping jacks and my boobs were I was really wondering, did this thing work? Did this Akple Dati or Banku Ta or whatever you want to call it, did it really achieve the aim that it was supposed to achieve from those decades ago? Anyway, so I'm curious to know. Please let me know in the comments. Did you ever do this? How did your breasts turn out? Or did you ever do anything else that was supposed to achieve a certain aim in the context of your tradition? And did it actually achieve that aim? I'm really curious to know. So yeah, like I said, this adventure is really just a story. I'm just sharing one story from my childhood with you. I'm sure you all have stories that you could share, but I'm just sharing this story with you. And I'm curious to know in the comment section how yours turned out. Did you ever do this? I'm really curious to know. Thanks for watching, and I'll share more videos. I know people have complained that I've really slowed down on the videos. I'll try to pick it back up. Thank you so much.